such a wide variety of grips and knurls and different things. He's gone through more than a dozen sets of darts in 2 years. Different ones that his manufacturer's been making for him.
Double five. Got to bust it and does. That was a dangerous shot that he could have left three.
A lot of metal around there as well, isn't there?
Now he's in trouble because it's double 13. And that is a huge shot from Van der Voort. That's exactly the same shot that we saw from Adrian Lewis on the stage against Kim Huybrechts. And that was a game changer at the time.
In fact, it definitely is now. It's Vincent's turn to spray them about the place.
Just get rid of this with no messing. That flight is in the way. Oh, what an assist! That flight was in the way, but that dart would not be denied. I want to see that again.
Oh.
With a 6-star conversion of 305.
Oh, hang on. Oh, double 12. Oh, my word, that would have been ridiculous. 305 points cleared in 2 visits in a completely ridiculous manner.
140.
He's already missed 1 match dart, and this is to eliminate Jelle Klaasen. And he's through, not with a classic performance, but Jelle Klaasen has got some match exposure ahead of that playoff on Monday, which is to save his PDC privileges for next season, potentially, or indeed what he leaves after that, because he might get 6 darts from here for the match.
I'll set it up. Single 16. Okay, the treble, that's fine.
Alan, you require 110.
Because this will have to go. And it will not. Match darts incoming for Northern Ireland's Daryl Gurney,
54.
who over the last year or two has been rather overshadowed by his compatriot Brendan Dolan. Truth be told, he's been winning more titles than Super Chin. But Gurney has won some big ones, including this one.
4.
But he isn't over the line just yet.
Alan, you require 56.
You hate that. You're so close to winning 6-2 and getting it done comfortably. You could be pegged back if Suter finds tops. And he does. So Gurney's got to do it all over again. I think all will be forgiven for Van Gerwen this year if he picks up the world title. He picks up number 4 and edges closer to Raymond. He will look at 2021 as a success.
Well, a successful visit there from Daryl Gurney, who's going to get more match darts. He spurned 3 of them in the previous leg. And Alan Suter, as impressive as he has been on the PDC circuit this year, it hasn't really come together for him here at the Players' Championship Finals. And Daryl Gurney puts an end to his debut with a 6-3 victory. Double 12 does the job as Super...
No pun intended. Damo's almost at the halfway point here. He's going to fancy this now, especially if the first dart was just above that 60 bed. Right there. He can bounce this in. Didn't need the bouncer.
An Australian didn't need bouncer.
No, he needs a Yorker. And that's a corker. 3-0 header.
2 breaks of throw. The line and make this what was looking a very sort of awkward slog battle of a game which go either way. He could make it look very easy and comfortable. He's not going to take the 161. And that's an annoying dart.
129.
Yeah, that dart is really annoying. But this would be annoying even more. And it wasn't close.
86.
And by virtue of hitting that one with his last dart, Hetter now is looking at 83 instead of 64. Oh, but look at this. Great save. Double 8. And neither were close.
Stevie require 43.
Oh, that's a long way short. And that's
23.
quite a long way wide, and he shakes
David,
his
you
head,
require
Steve Lennon,
16.
because there have been little opportunities here and there.
Game shot on the 7 flag. Damon Hetta.
Sometimes you've got to eke it out, though. I wonder who's going to have control in the next game. Rids against Sulevic. Oh, yeah. All over that game. But this game is very close to being over because 2 180s in this leg from Hetta have given him 41 to finish it off.
Well, a very, very strong leg here from Damon Hetta.
140.
Lennon is on a finish.
41.
I mean, an 11 darter here would put some gloss on this result for the Australian. And a 12 darter certainly does that. A 6-2 victory for Damon Hetta. His semi-final beat Aurora Fogisato, the 15-year-old Italian girl who's causing quite a stir at the minute. But that's all news for a different day, because Callan Rids is making his move on the Mensah throw.
Should be 19 and 25 to guarantee the finish.
55.
It's just not
32.
at the sharp level that we saw at the beginning of the Grand Slam. Double 8. Does Rids find a gap?
24.
He does. He doesn't find the right gap. And silly Mensah not leaving a finish from 2-3-1.
81. Callan, you require 8.
Double 4. Halfway point. And he finds his way there. He's not happy with his performance, but look at the score sheet, Callan.
What I said earlier on, in that Callan Rids is not called Fallon Sherrick, so Mensah Suljovic will not capitulate. Well, it turns out he isn't called Fallon Sherrick, but he is going to capitulate, because he has offered nothing since leg 2, Mensah Suljovic, and Callan Rids has been allowed to go about his business. He has not been brilliant, but he has been good enough for today, and this will complete a 6-1 win. Splits it and hits it. 6-1 to Callan Rids. The number 13 seed shakes the hand of Mensah Suljovic, who departs Minehead, and we'll see him at the World Championship, but he goes there in no kind of form whatsoever, the Austrian number 1. Callan Rids, however, can he present himself with a conundrum and be involved in the Players' Championship finals on Sunday, as well as the World Youth Championship? Be fun finding out.
Be a 303 in 6. Oh, look at this. Brilliant. Great answer from Mikkel, and forces Dirk to take this. Champagne cork at the ready.
Pop. Oh!
Don't try that at home. That's a dangerous thing to do. These guys are very, very good and very versed at throwing a dart in the air and catching it safely. Do not try that, kids. That could be dangerous.
Sensible message there from boring Uncle Paul. Fun Uncle Dan says, do it, kids. Do it with everything. Do it with chainsaws. 2-0 Ryan Meikle.
That's what you're saying, Dan, is we've got to set the flights on fire.
Now we're talking.
Now, that would be a great piece of...
Yeah, don't support a team with a nickname the Magpies, mate. It'll only bring you grief in football. This, however, could bring you joy. Joy, I tell you. Oh!
132. Ryan, you require 144.
For Van Duijvenbode. Oh, just under pitches it. So what does Dirk do here? His darts stand up. And if he misses low, he'll block the bed. I fully expect him to go 6-16 here. Oh, how wrong can you be? But you don't mind being wrong when the player is pinpoint.
Straight at it, straight in it. It is now 3-2.
Trying to get to the Yoki a little bit quicker, but Mikkel's not letting him.
140.
110 each, but Mikkel gets first crack.
Neck and neck.
Ideally, it's 60-10 tops.
We do not live in an ideal world. But it will be double 15, very close to the double 10. And it works. Great shot, Ryan Meikle.
You do find that a lot of lefty shots This one's not going to go, so Van Duijvenbode should get a minimum of 1 dart. He must guarantee that.
102.
Sensible
Dirk, you require 70.
from Mikkel. He gets himself in 2 dart range. Oh, that was close to busting it. But that's very much in, and it's game back on.
In terms of standard, from both players, this is probably the best game we've seen today on either stage.
56.
And again, he drags it a little low.
Dirk, you require 25.
Same shot, same result. Oh, hold on a minute. He does get a dart to survive, but only 1. And it's only 1 he requires. What a great game it's been from start to almost finish. But we have 1 leg left, and it's Dirk who throws first.
It is taken until the very
Oh, yeah. That concentration on the 60 in the last 4 darts. Exceptional, but he's going to go 25.
105.
I think that's a courageous play considering the lie he had in the 60.
Well, he leaves the 116. He got a match dart in leg 9 from that 116. Dirk leaves the 76, which Mikkel got a match dart from in the leg after that.
1 dart at tops is what he's missed the last 2 legs to win it. It's 1 more. 3rd time lucky? Yes, it is! Mikkel wins a classic. It's a tremendous game of darts from start to finish. And Dirk is heartbroken at the back of the stage. But Ryan Mikkel, that is an enormous game for your career.
Jason, you require 147.
Even when he's not been winning, he's been further convincing me that he's going to do astonishing things in this game, Luke Humphries. He really is an incredible talent.
59. Luke, you require
But he's in a battle in this game. He is obviously not happy. He's having a real trouble on the doubles.
34.
And again, he's missed that by a long, long way.
Jason, you require 88.
Is this the point where Heaver does create a 2-leg cushion? He's got double 14 now.
And
he doesn't miss. He's looking more clinical on the outer ring, and that could be the separator between these two. To just take on a person and do exactly the same as what he did before. It just doesn't work that way. Especially when you're playing your first game of a tournament. You're going to have to dig deep. And that's what Humphries has done in this leg. He's had a bit of fortune with Heaver not leaving a finish, but he's done his job by getting the 145 to leave tops.
Yeah, great setup shot from Luke Humphries. I
Luke,
like the
you
order
require
in which he's
40.
done it as well, going for the bullseye second dart. And that is much more like it, because finally somebody pins a dart at double, first time of asking, and Luke Humphries has produced a 13 darter and maybe just reminded himself that he is one of the most exciting emerging stars in the game this year.
There's a temperature change. If it's lower, then maybe he's just warmed up a little and he's starting to feel more comfortable now. That dart does not prove that fact.
Jason, you require 139.
Well, slightly lazy dart, maybe. How about this? Well, I'm surprised he went for the treble 13 there.
Old school.
Yeah.
78.
It doesn't make any sense
Luke, you
to me,
require
that.
99.
Because it leaves 66. You got 1 dart in your hand. You haven't hit a treble to get to a double. It does not matter anyway, because Luke Humphries has gone into the lead in this match for the first time. He was 3-1 down. He survived 8 darts for 4-1.
Game on.
But to sit there and spout.
Oh, this is a big 180 coming in, potentially, but it's a huge pull on dart 3. He does sometimes have the tendency to lean on that 3rd dart and drag it to the left.
60.
But he has got plenty of darts to get this done. Double 16 again. And he gets it done by 6 legs to 4. Ultimately, it was that spell in the middle of the game where he was too hot to handle I get the sense he was a bit cold on the stage at the start, but he warmed up enough to put in a very good, tough performance.
There's been some average stuff, but there's been some very good stuff. The Dirk van Duijvenbode Ryan Meikle game, an absolute classic. Luke Humphries came good in the end. And this one is warming up because Willie O'Connor is getting more and more competitive as this game goes on.
Is he going to leave double 18 again? Yes, he can for the second leg in a row, but he might be denied for the second leg in a row.
14 segment. Double 11. O'Connor strikes with a 12-darter. And Chris Dobey, who is averaging almost 104 right now, trails in this game. Because find the target, and there's a sniff. And it dissipates immediately. Willie O'Connor unable to take out the 138.
58. British requires 16.
We're getting to the nitty-gritty now. And mistakes aren't being made. Hollywood one away. And he is sticking around like pine needles in your socks. 180, number 10. And he knocks on Boris's door for a 10th. And he needed it.
Well, Chris Dobey has broken the scoreboard, but that 180 takes him to 161 for the match.
100.
That ton puts Willie O'Connor on 121 for the match. It's on Chris Dobey. Oh, he can't find the 51.
97. William, you require 121.
121 to break Chris's heart. And everybody in the front row. Chris Dobey has got 64 points to win a really hard-fought battle here at Minehead against a valiant opponent. He hasn't had a match start until now. Double 16.
48.
And Willie O'Connor has also
64.
got 64 to win this.
Magpies are famous for nicking things. And 17 for double top will complete an absolute robbery. Oh, and he's only gone and done it, and he cannot believe it. Chris Dobey has hit 10 180s in that game. He has averaged 103, and Willie O'Connor, trailing from the very start, has somehow managed to come away with the victory. He can't
Right now, and why wouldn't they? They are the darting nation right now. Chisnell doesn't have to go 51 route. Well, fair enough.
21.
If you're not going to go for it, usually you would stay on the 60. But he knows best. He is the professor.
60.
Indeed.
You require 40.
And he's got all the time in the world to level this game up at 3-all. And there's double top. I think, did he genuinely look at his watch there, Dave Chisnell? It's like,
50.
missed match darts. Will he get another?
You don't suppose he would. This is classic Dave Chisnell, just taking his time. Can he get it done? Don't think he likes it. And that's in the wrong bed.
Sure.
He thought when he left his hand that that was in.
Richie, you require 22.
Split it or hit it, Richie Edhouse. And straight in for a 6-4 victory. Dave Chisnell crashes out in round one. We have seen Chris Dobey, the higher seed.